evening or this evening, as we conclude this series that we've been preaching, what is a community of love? What is a community of love? Our passage this evening is a very familiar passage from Matthew, the Gospel according to Matthew chapter 5, verses 13 to 16. If you have your iPods, or iPads, and Androids, or whatever you have, digital or analog, you want to pull it out. If you don't have a Bible, praise God, it's all right. We're going to read it to you. We don't want to leave anybody behind. We want everybody to feel comfortable on this evening. Matthew chapter 5, verses 13 through 16. And it says this: You are the salt of the earth. But if salt has lost its taste, how shall its saltiness be restored? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled under people's feet. You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden, nor do people light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a stand, and it gives light to all in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father, who is in heaven. You are salt, you are light. You are salt, you are light. I'm reminded of an old story. It's an old folk tale by some. I call it, as doing research, as history. It's the old story of the stone soup. You've ever heard the story of stone soup? It's considered a folk tale by many, but in my own research, I find it to be history. The folk tale goes this way, that there were folks who were left behind, and they were ostracized and disenfranchised. They didn't have much except a big pot, a big cauldron, if you will. And as people came around and came by and had food, they wouldn't share with these ostracized and or disenfranchised people. All they had was a big pot, a cauldron, if you will. So the folks who were left behind, ostracized and disenfranchised, took that pot and they filled it with water, made a little fire, put the pot over the fire, and found a great big stone. They took the stone and put it in the pot, in the water, and boiled the stone. And as the stone began to boil, the folks that disenfranchised, left behind, ostracized people got around the stone that was boiling in the pot. And that stone somehow, miraculously, began to smell good. And the folks who had the food came by and wanted to know, what is that smell? What y'all cooking over there? And they would say, stone. And they say, well, that stone sure would be good if we had some carrots to go with it. Can I put some carrots in the soup? Well, sure. Add carrots to the soup. Now it really was getting good. Somebody came around with a little onion. And said, well, can I add onion in here? They added the onion and they began to, the aroma was this scrumptious. Folks were walking around and somebody had some mustard green, and somebody else had some potatoes, somebody had some celery, some cabbage, and everybody put it in stone soup. And once all the folks had put their ingredients in the soup, the folks, the disenfranchised, ostracized, left behind folks, said, the soup is ready. Let us all eat together. The story of stone soup. It's considered a folk tale by many, but in my research, found out that actually the truth of the stories, it takes us back to the continent of Africa. And that in many places where there were not too many means, folks understood the power and the importance of that big pot. As a matter of fact, the metal workers, in addition to making horseshoes and other things, as we get to the South in the United States, would make pots. We realize that even during slavery, when black folks weren't allowed to worship, they would go into the woods with that big pot. And they would sing their songs into the pot, because the pot would allow all the sound to resonate right in there. And then when they were worshiping, and anybody came by, they would cover the pot. I even think about my grandmother who had a cast iron skillet. Wouldn't let nobody play with that skillet, was valuable to her.
other's lives. Well, how does that work? How does that work? You cannot be successful on your own. I don't know how many times you want to try, but you will not be successful on your own. It's just not set up that way. God created us to be relational beings. We need each other more than we realize. We need each other. We need each other to be seasoning in our lives. What does seasoning do? Seasoning brings out the beauty and the boldness of the ingredient. What does seasoning do? Seasoning sparks it and spices it up a little bit. What does it do? Seasoning goes on the inside of you and allows it to come on the outside. Anybody boil a potato? You boil a potato, you get boiled potato. But when you boil a potato, do a little this and a little that and a little this and a little that. That ain't just no boiled potato when you're done with it. It's something good. That's how we need to be in each other's lives. To be God's flavoring in each other's lives. But not only that, he said you're the salt, but you're also the light. We talked about this before, and Mr. Coleman really lit this thing up. How we get in depression and funk and we just pull back. We go into that dark place. We go in our home and go into the back part of the home and close the windows. We talked about this last week. And we just get under a sheet. It's almost like when you're a kid and you weren't supposed to play in the living room. But when everyone's gone, you take the bed spray off the bed and you tuck it in the couch. And you make a little tent in the living room. And you take all the pillows, because all you your cousins, right? The cousins didn't get in trouble because they didn't live, right? You your cousins. And you get in there and you make a tent and you put all the pillows out and just flap all around and do free. But when you get depressed and you get down and out, you don't want anybody around you. You don't want nobody to call you. You turn your phone on. You cut the light off. You don't even go eat because the light in the refrigerator messes with you. But God says you are the light. And not just for yourself, for each other. When you see things going on in each other's lives, you need to shine your light into their life. Make it a little bit brighter. Shine the spotlight and illuminate those things that are great about one another. Make people feel like they're valuable, that they mean something, that they're important. How do you do that? By getting next to them and saying, you know what, you really rocked that yesterday. Well, you know what, I don't know what's going on in your job, but you just got this smile about you. I'm happy for you. I don't even know what I'm happy about, but I'm just happy for you. You know what? It seems like things are going great in your life. I'm excited for you right now. I don't even know what I'm excited about, but I'm just giddy about what's going on. How many times do we do that? We get all paranoid about, well, what are we going to think if I do that? And here they go. He also wrong with him. He too happy. You ever thought that? Somebody real happy, he's so wrong with him. He's 50 more 50, God called us to be the seasoning and the light into each other's lives.